Welcome back to ACC Football Kickoff. Let's take a look back at a memorable year for the Pack. QB Devin Leary threw 35 tutties, breaking Phillip Rivers' single-season program record. That defense was elite as well. The Pack allowed fewer than 20 points per game, second in the ACC behind only Clemson. NC State capped the regular season with a dramatic win over rival UNC. Pack trailed by 9 with 2 minutes remaining, but came back to win in the most improbable of ways. Unfortunately, Pack was unable to compete in a bowl game as the Holiday Bowl against UCLA canceled due to COVID concerns that may or may not have been legitimate. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Join now, Isaiah Moore and Drake Thomas here with us. And guys, your defense is very scary. And it's because of 2 guys like you and a heap of other linebackers in that core, Peyton coming back. I don't get to ask questions like this, so I'm going to ask it. We lock all those linebackers in a room. We say one of you guys has to come out alive. Isaiah Moore, Drake Thomas, who is it?
Man, I don't think any of us coming out. I don't know. Yeah, man, we're gonna fight to the end in that room. It's gonna be rough.
That is a vintage Pack answer right there. Guys, let's talk about expectations. Because as you sit here right now, a lot of people believe this NC State team may be the greatest NC State team to ever take the field. You guys haven't played a snap yet this year. How do you deal with expectations like that?
Yeah, I just think, we let the outside, talk all the noise, but we have to take care of our business in the facility. We look great on paper, man. We look really, really good on paper, but we got to go out there and play a game. We got to go out there and try to go 1-0 each day, and that's the mentality we just try to preach.
Yeah, we know that outside noise, all the talk, it really has no impact on Saturdays, And we need to focus in on being consistent and showing up every single day to practice, workouts, whatever it is, and on Saturdays being the best version of ourselves because that's when we're the hardest to beat.
Man, I know you got your teammate Peyton out here as well, but, I believe you're the best linebacking core in America. And a big part of it is because your experience and your leadership. Just start with you, Isaiah. What's most important to you about leadership, and how are you trying to help lead this team?
Yeah, I think the biggest part of leadership is trying to hold others accountable. Just being able to understand the standards of your program and understand the culture and just inflict that in a positive way on your teammates and get everybody to buy into the same message.
Yeah, like I said, total buy-in is what you need to, reach the ultimate goal. You need everyone bought in and moving in the same direction. So that takes place every single day. Workouts, everybody showing up with the same mindset, ready to attack every single day and get better. I think that's what it takes, and that's, what we try to, to get everybody to do every single day.
Drake, I want to follow up on that because I agree with Coach. I think your guys' core is unbelievable and really has an opportunity to the whole defense, but that linebacking core to make unbelievable noise. Drake, you were placed in a really weird position last year where 2 of your brothers went down, and you had to kind of emerge. I'm not saying you're not a vocal guy. I'm not there every day, but I saw you become a vocal guy, and I saw you get uncomfortable for your team. What was that process like?
It was quick. It was a quick turnover. I really couldn't flinch at all. And, I had these guys' support, so that was definitely helpful. They, showed me what it looked like to be a great leader, to be a vocal guy on the field, off the field, whatever it is, be the voice of the defense. And, I think I really took advantage of that. I took advantage of the opportunity, and I think I really tried my best to step up and do the best I could for my team. And, I think it paid off.
I think it did too. You're a first-team all-conference guy, so I definitely think that worked out. So, guys, I led by talking about expectation, but for a long time, the program at NC State was about the chip on the shoulder, what people don't believe you guys can do, and that's fueled you guys to overachieve, some would say. Now that you are in that position, I'll start with you, Isaiah, where it's like, we expect the greatness. I know you said you don't pay attention to too much of it, but how does that mindset change? Do you still look to try to find places where people are slighting you guys?
Yeah, for sure, because, we haven't won the ACC championship yet. We didn't accomplish that goal last year. So until we do that, we're all going to have a chip on our shoulder. That's something that hasn't been done at our school for a very, very long time, in football. So that's something we want to do and leave a legacy at NC State.
What was a favorite moment from last year with all the highs of the season that was one to remember? And I know you guys are looking to build off it. Most of it's rear view. I know you guys will give me that answer because you're professionals and vets in your own way, older, wise men here. But when you look back and celebrate what you did, what sticks out?
I would say that Clemson win. The Clemson win was a huge turning point for our program. I hadn't been able to do it in a while. Kind of felt like a get-over-the-hump moment. And I think it's like something that we can really build on moving on to this next year and learn from the experience.
Yeah, definitely that Clemson moment. but not even just in the game, but seeing Coach D with a red Solo cup outside the facility, man, that was
This should be on TV out there. We got our producer in our ear calling to show it. Let's take a look at that look from Coach Dave Doran. Had the red cup, had the cigar in his mouth, was talking to us. It was a very memorable moment in Raleigh for certain there in Carter, Philly. EJ, go ahead.
Fellas, as you watch the film in the spring from what you guys did last year, obviously you had a great season, but what aspect of your defense do you want to improve this coming season?
I think one of the most outstanding stats that we had was that we didn't recover a fumble last year. We had a good amount of sacks. We led the league in interceptions, but not being able to recover fumbles and get that ball out and get those 50-50 balls, as they're called. That's a big thing we need to improve on. And I think, just showing us some things, from a communication standpoint, and just make sure we're all on the same page. We always preach never get bored with the basics. So we always try to just enforce our day one principles each and every day and just get better at them.
Yeah, just to build off that, obviously we want to get the ball back. Well, we did a good job, in the passing attack, getting interceptions, getting our hands on the ball, tips, equals picks, and stuff like that. But just continuing to rip at the ball, with the ball's on the ground, get on it, just taking advantage of those opportunities to get the ball in our offense's hands. And just getting more consistent. There are some games where we did struggle a little bit, whether it was the passing game, the running game, but I think that comes with experience and, leadership and just having mature guys in the locker room, just, continuing to be more consistent week in, week out, every single week.
And we got to give credit to Coach Gibson, our DC, for everything he does for us on a daily basis, and the standards that he enforces and the standard he holds us to on a daily basis. He preaches, gets the ball out, and we try to do that each and every day.
Guys, what about the offensive side of the ball? Because I'm sure in practice, Devin hates going against you guys, but you get to see that every single day. He probably knows. They probably know the offense better than he does.
He hates it, man.
I'm sure he does. But what have you seen from him and the steps that he has made and the leadership, the playmaking ability? I mean, this guy he's one of the best in the country, and you get to see that every day.
100%. I mean, he comes to practice every single day with like a confidence and a swagger about him that, doesn't go unnoticed. It's just, something about how he approaches every single day, just very recognizable. Like I said, he's confident, and his competitive nature, it just pushes everybody around him, everybody out there on the field every single day to be that much better.
Yeah, there's a running joke going on in the facility that the linebackers steal the offensive playbooks during spring and fall camp.
Y'all do.
No, but D. Leary, man, he's just a different breed, man. I think we've seen over the past 2 years when he's under pressure, he never folds. He had the ice in his veins, and then the amount of trust and confidence he has in himself, it's very contagious. He's contagious to the team, contagious to his offense. We got a lot of guys around him who believe in him and that'll play for him.
Fellas, look, I played at Florida State, obviously. One of the hardest places for us to play was at NC State. Played there twice. I think both times we might have lost. The first time we lost to Russell Wilson. The second time we lost late in the game. Won't talk about it.
I think I was at that game.
How important were you? Okay.
Yeah.
How important are your fans, man? Because I feel like they're like that 12th man for you guys, especially on the defense on those third downs. That's when it gets the most loud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we don't take it for granted either. We're super thankful for them. They show up, rain or shine. Games going well, games going bad, they're there. They're loud, and they're causing problems for the other offense especially. And on third downs, it's fun to be out there. It's fun to hear the crowd. Sometimes it makes it hard for us to communicate it a little bit, but we embrace it. That's a part of who we are.
Yeah, I mean, we were undefeated at home last year for a reason, man. And a lot of that is because of our crowd, man. They bring it each and every day, like Drake said, and they're going to let us hear about it. They hold us accountable, too, for sure.
I'm going to add Peyton in the question. Explain each guy's personality as quickly as you can. Start with you, Isaiah.
Peyton is relentless, and that's probably the best way I can start it. Whatever Peyton sets his mind to, he's gonna do it. Like, there's no doubt about it. And then Drake, he's very strategic, I would say. I guess he's the brains of the operation, I would say. He takes his shots, he takes his moments, but he's very strategic in what he does.
I'll let you say, but
Isaiah is like the vocal guy. He's the one who says things when something needs to be said. He's that leader that you see on all great teams. They have that one leader, that one guy that's going to be in the middle of it, saying all the things that need to be said in certain situations and that everybody looks up to, everyone respects. He's going to get things done for the team and put the team first.
It's pretty cool to see all three of you guys have a different goal, but the same mission.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
For
very
sure.
cool, and you can see you guys are impressive young men. But seriously, who wins if I put you guys in? I'm just messing around. I'll tell you what, you talked about Pac Nation, and they make our job fun because you guys do have a feverish fan base that adores what you guys do out there on the field. The beauty of it is you give them something to cheer very loudly for. There'll be a lot of cheers in front of you this coming season with the expectations that, looking in the eyes of these two, you guys are ready for the cause and the call. So we look forward to covering you on Saturdays this week. We appreciate the time, guys.
Appreciate y'all,
appreciate
man.
you guys having us.
Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. We keep rolling along here in the Queen City. Here